ya 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 om. Hey ya hey ya hey ya hey ya 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 hey ya 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 hey yo him. Hey ya 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 om. Tony Robbins technique: talking to what she wants. Feeling safe. Yes, I am a master of all of the Tony Robbins techniques. I justify the old identity. I ask the other part for permission to speak to the part that had been running the show. I ask the part for the intent and the purpose. I find out about her values and utilize them for leverage. He realized that he doesn't need that much leverage for her because she already said that she wanted to change after UPW. So he used the energy to change the belief system and install a new, empowering belief system. He linked pain to being repressed. He linked repressed. Repressed. He linked pain to the old identity. He didn't meet this bitch or he would have run. He linked pleasure to the new identity. Step 1. Create leverage. I use different leverage for different people. I create a bargain with the global solution dash. What the client values even more than the pain. I find the leverage that meets my client's needs, model of the world and beliefs. Step 3, interrupt the pattern. I bring the new opportunity in new opportunities and new resources. I change the context or one aspect of the context. Apply it to self. I become a master of changing directions. The direction of time, of focus, the direction of responsibility, the direction of receiving. Step 1. I understand and appreciate my client's model of the world. My client's deepest needs. The model of the world. The belief about what has to happen to make that work. The environment in which they live, their punishment and reward system, his beliefs and rules. Step 4. Define the problem in solvable terms. determine the outcome. The code of meaning and motive of what is driving them and what motivates him, which human needs. What is lost, what pattern needs to be restored, question mark. Part. I redefine the problem in a way that can be solved. What is really stopping him instead of what he thinks is stopping him? Step 5. What are new empowering alternatives? What resources I can bring? Habits, actions, thoughts or beliefs that the client can embody. Past moments that empower. Archetypal empowerment in relating to an archetype. I find role models that empower. Step 6. Condition the new pattern. I condition the pattern during the intervention and future pace it to make sure it will be triggered in the future. I reinforce the compelling future as part of the change. I make the habit conditioned through intensity and consistency. I create anchors to the new behavior. I create empowerment and condition the new pattern. Step 7. The primary and most powerful source of love is dash God, parent, spouse, child, best friend, intimate partner, dash is the largest long-term leverage to shift behavior. Creating context and reinforcing it. Environment with punishment and reward system. Making sure the deprived desired change meets the needs of the group as a whole. Environment supports it. Growth and contribution. What he has been working on is either rewarded or punished, making the person stronger than the environment. Yes, I am a master of human psychology and persuasion. I define the pattern in solvable terms. I realize what is getting in the way of feeling how he wants to feel and behaving how he wants to behave. I understand the pattern that is keeping him from meeting his needs. I am shifting this pattern with the 7 master steps of lasting change. March 25th. Yes, I pay attention to the one most challenging pattern. I immediately understand my client's most important need. I reinforce the behavior with his top 2 needs. I understand and appreciate my client's model of the world. I look for leverage, something my client values even more than his pain. Then I interrupt his pattern. I define the problem in solvable terms. I delineate the pattern from the person. I introduce new empowering alternatives. Parts. Interventions. Turnarounds - bending the mind. Archetypal motivations, motivators. Intent/consequence. Thought reading / thought clusters - wounds. My signature techniques are linking pain to the old behavior, ancestral patterns throughout generations, beauty and medicine of life, mirror principles. Everything strives towards healing and balance. Energies in balance. Hypnotic inductions. Identity. Painting images and explaining visually. Verbalizing thought patterns. Really selling the person on the change. Belief work with sleight of mouth. To change my client's pattern, I identify what needs he needs and has as his top 2. I identify the pattern. I reinforce the new behavior and the new identity. I always link that behavior / in sequence as last step to a higher purpose, a higher intent, to growth, contribution, and divinity. The sacred medicine of life. Finding resources and employing them where they are needed, placing energies where they are needed. To accomplish my outcome of providing massive emotional value to my client, I figure out his top 2 human needs, where the pain is based on his wounds. Pain can come from not feeling something and being scared of the consequences of looking. I heal my client's pain. I immediately perceive my client's deepest wound and how to provide massive value to him. Healing his pain through changing his perception. A pattern that brings him out of balance. I am always looking for what needs my client is meeting. Then I look for what needs he is meeting with this particular pattern. Then I link massive pain to this behavior. Then I reinforce the new behavior. Yes, I am already a master of the 7 master steps of lasting change. Yes, I immediately perceive my client's top two human needs, his wounds, his patterns, and the associated thought, feeling, and behavior patterns that come with it. Yes, I am a master of my own arsenal of powerful techniques to provide massive psychological change in my client. I utilize archetypal motivations and motivators to make the client relate to another story and draw strength from it, especially when he is significance driven. I utilize ancestral, historical patterns. I loosen the connection with the ancestral pattern by showing how it has been running in the family for generations. I reinforce the pattern with what the client already has in terms of strengths, qualities, and resources. I immediately perceive my client's model of the world and what he believes he needs to make happen to meet his values and avoid pain and gain pleasure. Yes, I delineate the pattern from the real essence of the person. Yes, I utilize my client's deepest wound, craving for love, recognition, being seen, for abandonment / invisibility, feeling hurt, shame for not being heard. Yes, I am immediately sensing my client's top two human needs and I utilize those for reinforcement, because leverage is the most powerful tool for change. Yes, I immediately perceive my client's pattern that is getting in the way of him experiencing his needs met. Yes, I immediately perceive my client's model of the world, his wounds, the thought, feeling, and behavior patterns associated with it. I employ my core technique, my signature technique of strategy and technique of verbalizing the client's thoughts, summarizing his dilemma, and I employ justification, encouraging dreams, confirming suspicions, handling objections, even though for associated thought patterns, adjacent thought patterns, so that you don't have to without. And avoid / so you don't always have to. In changing my client's blueprint, I always justify the intent of the person that got the blueprint. Father, mother. Because the person doesn't want their source of love to ever be made wrong. I always delineate the pattern from the person. I use for rapport and leverage telling my client what he wants to hear in order to change, or keep him waiting and longing for it in order to make him work harder to get my approval, to serve him in that so that he will open up on a deeper level. I immediately sense my client's top 2 human needs and utilize them for massive psychological leverage. I utilize my core technique of mirror techniques and utilizing mirror principles. Whom do you have the most challenge with communicating? Question mark. This is the lesson here. It leads you inside to look at and heal these parts of yourself. A person that we are in an intimate relationship with is usually manifesting parts that we have disowned. Justifying. And there were really good reasons for that. / you had to. Children often manifest the energy in the parent or for the parent that the parent has disowned. Sometimes as a reaction towards the parent's parent, the grandparent, and in so doing become the teacher for us. And in so doing become the teacher for us. And in so doing become the teacher for us. I immediately sense my client's wounds, patterns, and I am able to utilize my core signature technique of verbalizing my client's thoughts, speaking his unspoken thoughts by knowing more about these psychological dynamics than anybody else. He does not get my service level quality for that price point anywhere else. I am immediately sensing my client's top 2 human needs and what to do to meet them. That's enough for today. Schluss.